Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome your faces to the MG Gaming News today. I hope you're having a fantastic day. So moving into the first story that we have here today is about FIFA 18 and Madden and the American football game, if you don't know what that is. Coming from EA today, which is finally very interesting, I do find. They've come talking today about the future of the games. Obviously, they release their FIFA every single year. And they have come out today saying in the near future, it will not be the case. It will not be the case. They are going to be resorting to updating one game. They're going to be releasing and updating it every season with new teams, new kits, and all that stuff. Which I'm not surprised they're going that way. I definitely thought it was going to be the future. But they say it's not going to be happening anytime soon. But it's definitely they're thinking of it for the future, and it will happen eventually. But when, we don't know. But I think it's actually a good move. Just make one solid game, then every couple of years maybe release another one, then just update it for a couple of years. I think it makes sense, to be honest. Then when the next game comes out, it's like they've had plenty of time to work on it. So I think this is a fantastic idea. So this is an interesting one. Obviously, World War II now has been out nearly a week now. Pretty much is a week now. And a very interesting article I just read online is about Sledgehammer Games, because originally they had plans, apparently, the devs, to make Advanced Warfare 2. Obviously, because they did Advanced Warfare in 2014. It did kind of alright. I would say out of the EXO generation, it was probably the best one, to be honest. And I enjoyed the campaign. I didn't mind the speed of that game, but obviously the EXO suits, everyone got bored of it after a while. But they did plan on making a second one, which was very interesting. But it's always kind of interesting, where did they, what was it Activision who told them they're not allowed to do it? I reckon we'll learn more about it in the next few months, maybe. Because obviously they wanted to do Advanced Warfare 2, but is it Activision saying no, you've got to make this game? That's it, simple as. So I thought I'd just share that one with you, because there were plans to make Advanced Warfare 2, but World War 2 is here, which is really good. I definitely enjoyed it, and if you didn't check out my review, I recommend checking out a review. It's definitely, I gave it a must-buy game, solid game, but go check out the review. I talked about the multiplayer and zombies mainly, but definitely go get it. But very interesting that one is. So, if you're a fan of PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds, known as shortened PUBG, they have announced, well, not really announced, it's something they know for a while about a new map coming out for PUBG, and they released 4 new pictures today of the map. It looks really freaking good. I'm going to put them in a moment, but if you didn't know, there's going to be a new map coming out soon. They've been working on it for a while, and they're still kind of slightly working on it in a minute, but enjoy these 4 pictures, and definitely look really good, definitely do. I do remember it's coming out for Xbox as well, December 12th, for £25, or if you live in America, $30, and it is coming out of early access very next month as well, so do remember to keep them in mind as well. Oh boy, I cannot wait to talk about this one. It's about the numbers compared to Infinite Warfare versus Call of Duty World War II. So obviously we all know numbers for Call of Duty last year was very poor, to the point it was rebooted. Well, it's kind of gone back to its roots, boots on ground and everything like that. All because Infinite Warfare, exosuits, that generation's dead. That generation's dead. And basically, numbers I want to share with you. In the first 3 days of following the launch of Call of Duty, it made over $500 million, which is double the numbers of what it made on Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, which seems about right. And kind of give you more in depth, how much money it took. What I've got here is coming from the Activision CEO, Eric. He basically said the opening weekend was not only bigger than Thor Ragnarok, the new Thor movie. I can't say the Ragnarok bits. It was big. It was bigger than the opening weekends of both Thor and Wonder Woman combined, which is insane. And he also went on to say, the best-selling game of digital, a full game, on first day availability, so it sold the most and most popular demanded game. It's the best-selling ever on PlayStation Store, which is very interesting because I was one of them. I purchased the game on the day release, so it makes sense because midnight launch and all that stuff. I ain't going out in the cold, so it makes total sense. So if you're a Rainbow Six Siege player like myself, there is a brand new trailer for a brand new map just being dropped not long ago. You can see it right here on the left hand side of the screen, and this is my first time watching it as well, so it's going to be kind of like a reaction to this because I'm a massive fan of Rainbow Six Siege, and I'm definitely intrigued with the layout of this map. So far it's looking alright, to be fair. And I've played a lot of Rainbow Six Siege. I've got 200 hours on the game, so okay, so that's very nice. It looks like it's going to be like multiple floors. So I'm going to say it's going to be like maybe like a 3-story kind of level. Because I think the most stories I've got is 3 stories. Maybe actually the basement as well, so 4 maybe. Like 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. To be fair, going by that, I don't mind that, to be fair. I think that looks alright, to be fair. That looks really good. The full reveal panel. Yeah, if you're going to check that out, we're going to check that out. All the info there in November. We'll look forward to that, definitely look forward to that. Yeah, so do remember to go check that out. I really like that trailer, so if you haven't obviously seen it, you just saw it there. It looks really cool, I like it. I cannot argue with that, it looks really good. So yeah, I can't wait for November 17th. Freaking new Rainbow Six Siege. Whoa, new map, definitely. Thank you very much, Rainbow, for making a very nice looking map. I'm definitely intrigued though. One thing what do you guys reckon? Let me know in the comments down below. How many floors do you reckon? I reckon it's going to be about 3 or 4. 3 or 4. I reckon I'm going to stick with 3, I'm going to say. But if you look at it, it's obviously like a big little office kind of place sort of thing. But it looks really good. But I'm going to say 3 floors. 3 floors. Maybe more, maybe 4. Maybe 4 at push, maybe. But I reckon 3. Yeah, so there's going to be, obviously, in this new update for Rainbow Six Siege, there's going to be 3 new operators added to the game as well. So, obviously, if you own the Year 2 Season Pass, you'll get early access, but if you don't, it will come eventually to the second goers, which is the normal players. But there's 2 of them going to be linked to South Korea. Then the third one is going to be the Poland character, which was cancelled a few expansion updates ago. So, the Poland character is finally coming as well. But that's all the info we know so far on the this new update coming out. So I look forward to actually playing this game. It's going to be so much fun. Just adding to the last story, I just kind of cut it there. But just looking a little bit more at this thing, just about the map. There's a little statement. The map itself is pretty large and was designed specifically so there'll be major battles that will take place in the centre. So that's very interesting. I look forward to seeing the full thing, but I just want to add that little statement in, which I just missed out on. So, pretty large map, a lot of battles in the centre. Remember that. So, moving into our last story today is about Titanfall 2, which is very interesting. EA obviously have been working exclusively with Titanfall since the last game. I don't know if they worked with them on the first one really behind the scenes, but I know they did with the second one. But they have confirmed, EA, there's a new Titanfall game in the works at the moment. I didn't feel like not that long ago Titanfall 2 only just come out, but Titanfall 1 and Titanfall 2, they're very close together, so it could probably be a new one, probably maybe next year. I wouldn't be surprised. Well, not next year, but maybe the year after. I don't know. At some point we'll get it. But what makes this more interesting was, it was by Respawn, and the game makers of Titanfall have now been brought out by EA. But with that, they're keeping the same team. They're not firing anyone. They're still going to have like what they do, but EA get like a big say now, as they owned the Titanfall franchise now, which I find very interesting. I think it will do good for the franchise. I feel like it's kind of like it was kind of close enough in the second one. The first one was there. I did play it, but what I've heard, like, first one was like, it was okay. Second one was more an improvement, and the third one might do a bit more better because EA are kind of more fully back in it now. Obviously because they own the game, or the game's franchise itself, and obviously apparently Respawn as well, working on like a Star Wars kind of game as well with EA, and obviously where the EA closed down like the Dead Space kind of offices and all that. Apparently, they were also working on Dead Space. Were working on like a bit of a Star Wars game as well, but apparently they passed on the project of Star Wars over to Respawn. So maybe they might apparently be doing stuff with that as well, which I find interesting. So that's all the gaming news I have for you today. Bit of a quiet week in gaming news, to be honest. So that's why there's only one now, and there's not major big stories going on, to be honest. In a minute, I've been looking, but it's been kind of like Black Friday deals coming up, which are coming up. If anything like major deals come up, I'll make sure to share it in the gaming news, because we're always after a good bargain, aren't we? Thank you all for watching today, much greatly appreciated. And I do apologise, there's been a cat pretty much sat here the whole time. I've tried to get it out of shot every single time, but being a cat, just like, no, it's like always jumping back up. So I do apologise. Animals being animals. If you do want to watch any other videos, I definitely recommend going to check out my Call of Duty review video, and maybe some gameplays or whatever on the game channel. But have yourself a good weekend. Thank you very much for watching. Have yourself a good Friday, have a good Saturday, have a good Sunday, and I'll probably see you either Tuesday with another gaming news video. Have a good one. Bye bye.